Imagine this for a moment. When was the last time you woke up feeling that undeniable spark in your chest, that fire that makes you feel like you could conquer anything? When was the last time you felt pure joy, boundless energy, and unstoppable drive coursing through your veins? You know what I'm talking about. Those moments when life feels limitless, when your vision is crystal clear and your potential feels infinite. Now think about where you are today. For many of you, that feeling of aliveness has slipped away, buried under a mountain of stress, worry, anxiety. You feel like you're just trying to keep your head above water, dealing with one problem after another. But I want you to hear me now. That stress, that anxiety, they're not the enemy. No, they are a sign that something is stirring inside you, urging you to wake up and shift. You've got the power to change right now. And if you're willing to look at what's happening with fresh eyes, that anxiety can become the very fuel that propels you forward if you let it. This is your moment. The moment where everything you thought was holding you back is actually the very thing that can set you free. I promise you, you are capable of so much more. When you feel that pressure, that overwhelm, when your mind races and your heart pounds with fear, understand this. It's not the stress that's the problem. The problem lies in the meaning you've attached to it. Every single time you feel stress, your brain goes into overdrive, thinking about everything that's wrong or everything that could go wrong. You begin to feel like you're stuck in a whirlwind, unable to control anything. But what if I told you that stress in and of itself isn't bad? In fact, stress is an indicator. It's telling you that you care, that you have standards, that you desire more than the status quo. You feel the gap between where you are and where you want to be. And that's what's creating the tension. But here's the beautiful thing about tension. It's a force of growth. Tension stretches you. It tests you. It challenges you to become more than you are right now. The truth is, stress and anxiety are not the enemy. They're a call to rise. The question is, how are you responding? Are you letting it control you, or are you going to harness that energy and use it to fuel your ascent? Stress doesn't have to break you. It can build you if you let it. So here's the simple but powerful truth. If you want to break free from the grip of stress and anxiety, you've got to start with focus. Focus is where your power lives. When you're scattered, when your attention is bouncing from one thought to the next, stress thrives because your mind is unfocused and scattered. But when you focus on one thing, just one, something shifts. Your brain locks in. Suddenly, the noise fades and you're clear. Your mind can only focus on so many things at once. And when you choose to focus on what you can control, everything changes. Take back control of your focus and decide right now that you will not allow your mind to dwell in the land of what ifs or worst case scenarios. When you focus on what's in front of you, when you focus on the solution, when you focus on the small action you can take today, your world begins to shift. There's incredible power in simplicity. Ask yourself, what can I do right now that will move me forward? It doesn't have to be a grand, earth-shattering move. Just take one step. That one step is all it takes to change everything. And remember this, action cures fear. The more you take action, the less room there is for anxiety to take hold. You've got to make the decision to focus. And in that decision, you reclaim your power. Stress and anxiety are patterns. They're habits your mind has formed over time. And just like any habit, they can be broken. The trick is to interrupt those patterns. You've been conditioned to react a certain way to pressure and tension, but that doesn't mean you're stuck. No, you are far from stuck. You have the ability to rewire your mind, to break the cycle, and to create new habits that empower you. So how do we break these patterns? The quickest way to change the mental state you're in is through your body. Your body is your gateway to your emotions. It's an instant feedback system. Right now, stand up. Yes, stand up. Shake out your shoulders, take a deep breath in, and then release it forcefully. Get your body moving, and you'll notice something immediately. Your energy shifts. Your mindset shifts. You're no longer overwhelmed by the weight of your thoughts. Instead, you're recharged, re-energized, and ready to take on whatever comes next. When you change your physical state, you change your emotional state. That's why physical action, movement, breath, posture, has the power to completely interrupt a negative mental spiral. Don't wait for things to calm down before you take action. Take action now, and the calm will follow. This is where it gets real. This is where you step into your power. If you're dealing with stress, if anxiety is clouding your thoughts, it's because you've been interpreting your challenges in a way that disempowers you. But today we flip that. Every challenge you face, every moment of discomfort holds a gift if you choose to see it. You have the power to change the meaning you attach to your experience. When something happens that triggers stress or anxiety, stop for a moment and ask yourself, what's great about this? How is this happening for me? Yes, for me, not to me. This shift in perception is what will change everything. You can look at stress as a barrier, something that holds you back, or you can see it as an opportunity to grow, to learn, and to become stronger than you ever imagined. Every time you choose to find the lesson, every time you choose to see how this moment is helping you become who you're meant to be, you take back your power. It's a game changer, because when you change your perception, you change your reality. Stress no longer controls you. Anxiety no longer defines you. You are in charge of the meaning, and when you control the meaning, you control the outcome. This isn't a one-time thing. This isn't about pushing through stress for a week and then forgetting about it. No, this is about building mastery every single day. This is about creating a practice that will strengthen your mind, your body, and your spirit. And I'm talking about a daily practice, no exceptions. If you want to break free from stress, if you want to reduce anxiety, if you want to feel empowered and in control, it starts with consistency. Every day you must engage in practices that anchor you, that ground you, that remind you of your power. It might be meditation, gratitude, exercise, or simply taking a few moments of stillness to center yourself. Whatever it is, it must be something you commit to daily. You wouldn't expect to get in shape if you only exercised once a month, right? The same goes for your mental and emotional well-being. Mastery comes through repetition. When you practice calm, when you practice focus, when you practice gratitude every single day, you're building an unshakable foundation. And in the process, you become the kind of person who doesn't just survive stress, you thrive in it. This is the key to a life of freedom. You are in control. You are the creator of your experience. Master it, and you master your life.